Warning, the following show features stunts performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, the reality guys and producers must insist that none of these opinions be taken as facts. Now, please enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Hello.
And Waleed.
Hey, guys.
So I'm going to start right off the top here. I'm a host who knows what he wants and values his time. And so I'm here for your subscriptions and for your likes. So if I'm not going to get your subscriptions and your likes, you need to get out of here right now. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Listen, I'm just going to go along with the spirit of what we saw here. If you don't know already, we are here to talk about the Bachelorette, or if we've been calling it all season, the Bachelorettes, or what we've also been calling it all season. Why are we still watching this show? Season finale, part one. Only this type of show, guys, could be so bad and actually get 15 more minutes of time on their 2-hour part one finale.
Yeah, I wonder if the Family Feud producers are pissed off that they got their time cut, because that show's 1,000 times better than what we just watched tonight.
Yeah, I honestly don't understand why they're dragging it out like this. I mean, both of their stories are basically over. Like, there's no more. For each of them has one guy left, and you're basically just dragging it out an extra 3 hours next week. It's like, why is next week 3 hours? We know the guys that they're picking. The other guys are all gone for their own reasons, and I've never seen a Bachelor season this unorganized and this chaotic, with so much unnecessary bullshit and constantly tears and crying everywhere. It's like, you girls know who you want already. Like, why
the pun I kind of led on and started with really is the fact that both of them have had, like Waleed said, they have whittled it down to one man, sometimes willingly, sometimes unwillingly, like we saw with Zach and stuff in the beginning of the episode. However, what they're kind of doing now is the contrived drama, and this is something Brian and I have been saying for seasons that drives us absolutely nuts, is that they're actually trying to contrive drama out of the men, fully committing to them, meeting their families, being completely honest, and just saying like, hey, maybe like we want to do our engagement not on the camera and leave together and maybe go on a few dates. And what they're choosing to hear is, if you don't engage tomorrow, we're done and you hate me. And like, since when did that be? Oh my, I'm going to start getting mad. Brian, you talk, because I'm doing really good right now.
I kind of want you to get mad. All right, Bill, I kind of want you to get mad, because I think that this show deserves our wrath for what we've been dealing with for, honestly, the past few seasons, because it's just, we're pretty loyal. We are loyal watchers. We cover the show for free. And the least they can do is save us our time, like you mentioned earlier. Like Waleed said, 3 hours next week. For what? For what? They're both going to stand them up, hopefully. And I'm just sick of this. This show is so bad. It needs to change. No one is happy watching it, and anyone that tells you they are liars.
It's become terrible too. I mean, you go back to the old seasons of this show. I mean, it was an accelerated process for sure. But these guys, bachelors and bachelorettes, not all of them proposed at the final rose ceremony when they selected who they wanted to select. It didn't all a proposal and engagement was not always necessary. Sometimes you just pick them and you start dating afterwards. Now it's almost to the point where it's like, you're forcing these people into an engagement. Otherwise, they're going to be like America's, worst, reality TV star that's going to get so much hate in the public. And it's like, you can't force people into this kind of shit. It's serious, and it almost never works out, even when they get engaged.
You're right. You're right. You know what? Here we go. I'm gonna put it on the speaker too. They can see it. Look into my eyes. You know why I hate this show? Because like we've been saying, we're all beating around the bush. It's wasting our time. I don't have a lot of time, ABC. I have very finite time. I find time somehow to squeeze in to watch your goddamn show every week. Fine. Once a week, 2 hours. Hey, the beginning's fun, right? Because we get to have really cool entrances, really goofy. Didn't get that this year. Instead, all we did was talk about Clayton. Maybe your worst season ever. And guess what? We're going to start right now and make it even worse. No cool entrances. No cool PJ. There's like nobody that I want to talk to. There's nothing fun. Whatever. Okay, cool. Now we're going to have 2 of them. It took 3 weeks for them to start getting turned down by guys because guess what? Neither of them have been that goddamn interesting. They're not even interesting. And guess what? They spend the entire time wanting to be rejected. They spent this whole goddamn time on a boat looking to get rejected and chasing away the good guys, even chasing away the guys that wanted to be there. And fine, whatever. We've seen that bullshit before. Okay, looks like there's going to be fights again this season. Oh no, it's just these guys being like, I don't really like this. I'm just going to leave. We had like 4 weeks left. There's 2 dudes left. There wasn't even a rose ceremony tonight. It was like a default rose ceremony. I want to do a wanted missing rose ceremony. I'm going on 4 weeks without a real rose ceremony.
You haven't had one in like weeks.
Now I'm on a finale. Fine. Let's do it. Real big thing. You know, like who had like the face of America tonight? Rachel. That face the whole time. Miserable. Doesn't want to be there. I don't want to be there either. Like, no crap. Like, none of us want to be there. And guess what? They're probably broken up. It's like, like Brian said, this is a Brian quote in our text. If this season doesn't justify you redoing this damn show, it's never going to get redone. And you know what? We're still going to be here, but I'm going to die in this chair. And like Brian said, ABC ain't sending me a goddamn dollar, let alone a rose. Fuck.
Yeah, and like I just want to add on your little rant. Like we don't even know anything about the guys either. Like that's such like there's nothing to grasp on from this season to even get excited about. It's just like it's terrible.
Look at my posture.
Although I gotta tell you, man, if Tino does end up proposing to Rachel and they get engaged,
chump move.
There's something about him I just don't like at all, and they're not going to work out together. They don't seem like a good match at all. I give them a few months tops. It's not going to work out, and she's still going to be single, ending up on Paradise next season. So
do we think any of them are going to get proposed to? I think none.
All right, let's say it now. Man. I'm going to go with one. Both propose. One or both are already broken up. I'm going to say both propose, both are broken up.
All right, Waleed.
I'm going to go with, because judging by like the previews and all the anticipation, they're making it seem like these guys, or one of them, if not both of them, might not propose. I'm going to guess that it's the complete opposite. They just like people to come back next week and watch the full 3 hours in suspense. Mm-hmm. That's what they want. So I'm going to go, they both get engaged. I think they both propose, they both get engaged, and they're both probably still together.
Ooh, all right, Waleed.
Oh, happy ending. I
like it. So we're all on different spectrums, which is good. And then
we thought Clayton's ending would be miserable, and he ended up.
Yeah, well, don't.
Nah, I hate that.
All right. So Brian, all right, what's yours?
So I just said no. I don't think either. I'm just gonna stick with none of them are gonna be no proposals, not together. But really quick, do you think that part of this 3 hours they're gonna milk the Eric dad thing?
I told you, I think they're gonna.
Yeah, I know you do that, but like now more than ever, with like what we've seen, like there's nothing left to do.
Especially if they're still together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's on Dancing with the. This is what this 3 hours is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars ad, Bachelor ad at the end, the Bachelor in there.
Another bros
ad. Winners.
Another bros
ad. Whoever got broken up with, probably Grandpa in the crowd, Big Tony in the crowd. Blah 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 blah. I'm literally just looking forward to being over because it means we get Paradise the week after. Yeah. All right, guys. Predictions. Who is the next Bachelor? Let's not go too crazy on elaborating. Brian, who's your pick?
Haven.
Ooh, I like that one. Wally, damn, that's a good one.
I'm going to go with Zach because I don't think they're going to get on the right track with this show, and they're going to keep spiraling downward. So they're going to go with Zach.
Is white bread on the menu?
That's not that. That's
Wonder Bread.
That's the not happy ending right there. We're going to get a worse choice for the Bachelor and Bachelorette every year until this show tanks.
So I don't really have a great candidate from this season, and then now also knowing who's on Paradise, there was a few of the people maybe I would have taken from there. So I'm going to go with someone we've never heard of. That's my guess.
What about your boy Tyler?
Oh, I would. Oh my god, yeah.
Because like you gotta think about the genuine guys. Like,
Well, Tyler, believe it or not, I heard he ends up on Paradise coming up. So
oh, spoiler, Waleed.
it's all good.
I
I mean, it don't
fine.
matter. We've seen half the people anyway, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his trend
Doesn't
is.
mean. I guess yeah. I guess it does mean.
I don't know. I'm going with somebody we don't know. It could be somebody from like a former Bachelor season or somebody, or it could just be like them introducing somebody new. We don't know. I would love for them to break the cycle. They used to do that all the time. Like the big ones, like Juan Pablo and all that, like they originally came in, but like they were from, like they need to stop recycling, I think.
I heard about this guy named Kevin might be the Bachelor.
There was like an Asian guy that was supposed to be on. Yeah, it's funny. There's an Asian guy that was supposed to be on last season that was like people were saying was going to be like a Bachelor front runner, and he kind of pulled out. So there's a few people that they definitely have like in their bullpen who they're interested in. Like Matt James wasn't a contestant. You know what I mean? Matt James, the only one that had to keep girlfriend, and Clayton.
I mean, whatever.
Still hate Clayton. Listen, we're gonna figure out what goes on with this finale. I'm really looking forward to us reviewing it way more than us watching it. But like I said, want to hear your thoughts. Do you guys agree with us? Do you think I'm just need to get a life and figure out something else to be mad about, or am I right? So you let me know. Agree with Brian. Is this just the white bread season of all white bread seasons?
Give us shows to watch on Mondays that can save us in the future.
Outside of action news. And Monday Night Football next week, though. Go Birds.
Well, it's Tuesday.
I know.
It's on
Go
Tuesdays.
Birds.
Yeah, Monday night. Yeah, well,
Go Birds.
Yeah.
All right. For myself, Brian, Waleed, thank you. Peace.